Wouldn't it be great if there was a tool, like a free tool, especially a free tool, that could tell you, hey, these are the things you ought to be going after next on your website. Here's where the low-hanging fruit is. Here's where you got those really quick wins, those SEO opportunities that you just, tackle fast, and maybe you'll see some movement, some really good traffic coming pretty quickly. That would be amazing. So happy to tell you there is such a tool, and it's made by Google. It's a free tool. It's Google Search Console. So in this video, we're going to dig into the Google Search Console reports so you can do everything I just said. Hey everybody, thanks for sticking around. My name is Bill Sebald. We're going to be talking some SEO today. So one of the things that I think is amazing is Google Search Console. Google Search Console used to be called Google Webmaster Tools. They made some changes, and it seemed like when they were making these changes, it didn't really make a whole lot of sense to me at the time. I was getting, I was used to the old tools. They were helping me keep a good, healthy website. And then all of a sudden, Google went into some other direction, and it was like, well, let's see what they're doing with this. Well, it's been many years since they rebranded as Google Search Console. If you're not familiar with Google Search Console, essentially what it is it's a free account that you can create. You can verify your website, so you're truly, connecting your website to Google's information. And within this account, there's several reports that you being verified can now obtain, right? And these are reports that tell you about, site health, tells you some of the things that Google is discovering, both good and bad. There's a lot of really good things in there, and every SEO knows about Google Search Console and knows about the reports in there. If you haven't had a chance to use Google Search Console, or if it's new to you, you've never heard of it, this is your opportunity to dig into it. I'm not going to go all the way through Google Search Console and all the different things it does, but I'm just going to show you really one reporting module that I think is important. So log into your Google Search Console. If you have no idea how to get to your Google Search Console, I'm going to link a video below that's going to basically help you set up your Google Search Console. So go ahead, log in, follow along, and let's do this. Well, here we go. So if you go to google.com/webmasters, you're going to end up in Google Search Console. And if you haven't logged in, you'll just have to log in. On your left-hand side, this should become apparent. You'll have a bunch of different reports. But one of the things that's always there is search results, right here in this performance module, search results. So this is the report that you get when you click search results. And it's a pretty easy to use report. You have 4 filters right off the bat that are awesome, right? Total clicks, total impressions, how many times has your page shown up in Google search results? Average CTR, CTR stands for click-through rate. So of all the times the link has shown, the little blue link has shown, how many times did people click it? You divide that, you get your conversion rate, or your CTR. And then you get average position, right? So to activate these different reports, all you have to do is click them and turn them on. You'll see that the data starts getting added here in columns. You'll also see your line graphs have now added a couple more metrics. Very cool. So we're set right here to look at the last 3 months. You can click this and you can change it, go all the way back to 16 months. That's as far as Google will let you go. Or you can manually go in and type the days that you want to see specifically. I'm usually happy with 3 months. 3 months is a pretty nice roll up. So the next thing I'm going to do then is I'm going to check out this next group of filters. I want you to be on pages if you're not already on pages by default. So pages is going to show you all the pages that Google knows about right here with all the metrics that you were, are looking for. So essentially all you have to do is kind of scan and look for opportunities. Another thing to let you know about, you can click these little headers here and you can filter from highest to lowest. So if you want to see what you're ranking the worst for, you can hit that button, hit it again, and it'll show you the stuff you're ranking best for. Maybe you want to see the stuff that's getting the most click-throughs. You just click the CTR button and you can filter that way. So I like to usually start with those two filtered as I have just done, and I'll scroll through and I'll look for different opportunities. Right away, I see a decent one. So we have an article here on greenlanemarketing.com called Writing Content for Multiple Audience Segments, 166 clicks. The URL has served 3,643 times, so the click-through rate is 4.6%. Okay, that's not totally terrible compared to, how the others are performing. The average ranking position is 20th. I would way rather that be, ranking 10, 9, 8, being on the first page. So to me, this is an easy one to start working on. It doesn't take too much SEO effort to knock something from 20%, from position 20 to, position 10, position 9. It's not the easiest thing in the world to do, but, it's not that far off. We call these low-hanging fruit or striking distance opportunities, because with a little bit of hard work, a little bit of work, you can usually move something 10 positions. It's not that hard. Now, I will caveat that with moving something from position 20 to position 1 is going to be a lot harder than moving something from position 100 to position 90. So I don't want to simplify how easy it would be to actually rank anything in SEO. So let's look at another article here. Here's one called How to Find and Fix Index Bloat, right? So this is an SEO article. It's gotten 186 clicks. It's served 7,726 times. The click-through rate is 2.4. Not the greatest number, but here's a problem. I'm ranking, on average, this page ranks in the 50s. There'll be keywords that rank towards the top. There'll be keywords that rank towards the bottom. Wouldn't it be awesome, though, if I could see these keywords? If I could see these keywords and essentially, find out what people are searching. So maybe then I could take those keywords and maybe, put them into my title tag a bit, or take those keywords and massage them into my copy. Good news, always good news. I love bringing good news. If you click the link, it will take this page and put it in isolation. It'll cut everything else out, and it'll be easier for you to see these filters again. The very first filter is queries. So watch this. All you have to do is hit queries, and you're going to see everything that you're ranking for. Let me caveat again, not everything that you're ranking for, just everything that Google feels like showing you for free. But this is still super, super helpful. So I rank really well for index bloat. I'm hovering around position 2. When people are asking what is index bloat, I'm hovering around position 2 or 3. Not too many people are really asking that. It's a very specific, deep SEO issue. So even though there's not high numbers here, there are people looking. And now that I have the queries and I know what people are using to look or search with, I know what people are entering into the search bar. Again, I can take any one of these keywords that I think is really representational of what my page is about, and I can copy them and put them into the title tag. I can try to encourage people to click through when they see my listing, because when somebody types something with their into Google search, they're scanning the results and they're expecting to see really good matches based off of just what's on that title tag. It's not a whole lot of opportunity for us to win people over. We have the title tag and we have the meta description. That's it. That's our opportunity to, grab somebody's attention. So knowing what keywords will catch their eye as they're skimming the result pages is super, super helpful. And Google took all this away from us years ago. If you're familiar with, it could have been 7-8 years ago at this point. If you're familiar with the time that Google decided that they were taking all this visibility out of Google Analytics and replacing it with not provided, right? Instead of seeing what keyword was driving the traffic, Google was calling all keywords not provided. Ticked off a ton of SEOs. This is actually their return back to that information that they were previously hiding from us. So I spend more and more time in this report these days trying to figure out what to do next for SEO than I do sometimes with Google Analytics or any one of my other tools. And this is, again, information that you can only get from Google. They're the only ones who can give it to you. You can certainly port it out from here using APIs and such, but this is the source of the information that can really help you make some smart decisions. Just tinker around with this report, get the hang of it, understand what it's telling you, understand how to filter, and I guarantee you're going to want to hang out in this tool for a very long time because it's filled with information to help you target your next SEO wins. All right, that's it. I hope it was helpful. Any questions, please leave them in the comments. Feel free to email me and check out some of my other videos.